Have you ever seen any specific pattern or any specific number and you've been wondering like what is this and what is the meaning behind it? For example, you might have noticed in your mobile phone 1111, or when you go out you look at some number plate which is like 2323 or 2332, or some like a random, or suddenly you see a hoarding which has like 999 or like 58s or some different kind of pattern, and they keep calling these number like say angelic number or maybe some divine number. What is the meaning behind it? I think many people have been asking me to talk about this for a while, and this is one of the repeated thoughts. So these are certain numbers. First we will understand what is this and how do we relate to it, if at all it has any meaning, and how do we implement it if it really makes sense. So this is kind of a new age concept in healing, but it has its deep roots in with our tradition also. So we all know here in our culture we usually see everything as a spirit. So for maybe in the Western world, fire is an object or it is a phenomena, but whereas we see fire as an angel. So we consider as an angel because it has manifesting power, it has destruction power, and we feel that fire has that energy that can be recreated at any place. So we see everything as a divine sign. So even if you take any example, if you take education, means just a word, but whereas here if you look at in our culture, you have Saraswati image which completely defines the meaning of education. That means one side you have the reading knowledge and the logic, and the other side you have the you have the instrument and a lot of other things, why the whites, the bird, each and everything denotes the completeness of an education. If you really decode it, we'll do a separate video about it, just giving you an example. So whenever you see these kinds of pattern, so that means there are certain angels or certain energies are trying to communicate with you. It is not only at that time they try to communicate, they are available all the time. We just don't know, or we don't recognize them, or we don't notice those things. So nature is always constantly giving us some kind of information to us that will help us be a better person, because we have taken birth here. So that is one way they are trying to communicate through us in certain signs, because they have a different language and they have a different capacity. You might logically ask, why can't they come like in a movie, or they send me an email, I can read it? No, they don't have that power. They don't work in that way. Okay, if you go to a village, they use barter system. If you go to other country, they use their currency and you have to speak their language. So like that, when these angels who left this world, they could be from human being to an angel, or they might be from a superconscious, they could have come as an angel. We really don't know the map of it. So they have certain pattern and they try to constantly reach us to help us understand it. Who can understand it? Only you can understand it. If you see a certain number, for your impression that number would actually mean something. For that you will have to go deeper into you. So these are called as angelic numbers. Okay. So there are multiple numbers. If you are expecting in this video that I'm going to talk about like 10-15 numbers here, actually it is not possible. It is not even possible. If I dedicate my whole channel only for angelic numbers alone, still I don't think this whole lifetime would be, because numbers are infinite. I have to keep doing it from single digit to double digit, triple digit, pattern, sequence, and numerology would come in. A lot of things have to be done. But the good thing is you can always get each of a angelic number. We usually get the meaning, like 1111 means it's a kind of manifestation or wishing. Anything you can wish, you can say at that time and program your mind. Okay, so each and every time is guarded by certain angels, certain energy. Let's talk from a frequency point of view. Even Pythagoras has told that every number has a very distinct and unique vibration. So no matter if you write it down or you think about those number or you see that number, immediately in your conscious that particular frequency would start emitting or it will start working. That is the beauty of it. For example, if I tell you lemon, immediately you will have water in your mouth, or a pickle. You can feel it because it's there in your memory. There is no pickle in front of me. There is nothing, I have not visualized it, but it is there in your memory. The moment I say close your eyes and visualize a pickle, immediately your tongue will start watering. So like that, these numbers are already programmed. It is there in our DNA from our ancestors. We are carrying it. It is there, and it is there inside our head. The moment we see that, immediately if we are able to, with awareness, if we recognize it, you can decode what it is. Okay. Number two is, if you don't see this number, still you can actually tell that number. So you can write it down. You can write it. Some people write it in the body. They write it here in the wrist part of it, and some people they write it like an imposition. Some people tell the number. It has all the things have same effect. Okay. So these numbers, so what they did is, these angels, they have come and sometimes they get a human body through the channel. They become a channel to some person and they express it in a form of a knowledge where people can try it. Or for some people in the dream they come and give you this number, so they also get the knowledge. That's how these knowledges came. So what you can do is, whenever you want to activate that certain angel, or whenever you see that, first of all, the best thing I can tell you is, if you already have an affirmation that I'm getting better so and so, or I'm getting peace, whenever I see that I'm getting a lot of peace, I feel harmonious, I feel connected to higher self, all my financial worries are going, like that. Keep one particular statement with you. Okay, program your mind to one particular cause. Okay, don't make this as a wish list. I wish I could buy a palace, I wish I could buy a continent. That is all wish list. Try to work on the essential first. Have one intention at a time. Let nature manifest it and keep all your attention there, because wherever your attention goes, that will start manifesting. Constantly you're emitting that vibration from your head, and the nature is receiving it and working on it. So if you keep on confusing the nature, it will also work, but it will don't know where to work, what is priority. Keep an intention. Whenever you see this pattern or any strange pattern, immediately just tell yourself that I am manifesting this so and so. I am manifesting peace inside me. I am always peace. I radiate peace. So tell these affirmation would help you, that energy that you call that, whenever these certain patterns occur, when you notice it, that means the door of manifestation is open for you. Immediately if you put something, it will start working on it. So you can grab that opportunity like 11:11 or 10:10. Suddenly when you see these patterns, immediately say that affirmation and be in that time. Maybe that's a quick time for you to take a break from many things and go into meditation. That's the best thing. You can close your meditation and go into deep. Quickly do like couple of rounds of pranayama. Just be in that. Make sure your Sushumna Nadi is active, because then only this door will open. So immediately you start telling that like 5-6 times, and just be in that and live in that feeling as if you already got it, and then you come out. That is the best thing I can tell you. Again, if you go deeper into each number, a lot of meanings are there. Other way, if you're not able to, if you are in a need of something, for example, there is a financial issue, there are certain angel numbers, a lot of angel numbers are there, so you want to write that down. So few things what you can do is, you can write it down as an imposition, like minimum 48 times. It's great. But when you're writing it, say for example it is 555, you should say 555, and then you should say 555. You should not say 555 or 55 It doesn't work. You have to tell that number. These are called as code. When you say this code, when you tell it, your ear will program it again. So you can write it down as an imposition. Some people write it here. Why they write it in this or some of the places in the neck or anywhere? The reason is these are called pulse point. That means if you keep your finger here, you can feel the pulse. It's like vibrating. That means your skin is trying to emit that sound. It is trying to tell it. So you have set the intention. So that means every time when the pulse hit this, that particular frequency is generated from your body. That is why they apply the perfumes and all this aroma things and all here in this pulse point here. Why they do it is, it's because of that vibration. There's a mild vibration happening here. You might so the aromas, when they do it slowly, it keeps going out and you can feel the fragments around you. You can write it here, you can tell it, or mentally you can close your eyes and say like 555, 555, or like that. You can keep on telling. You can telling it like number of times you feel you want to do it. It is, think like this is an alternative to mantra. So in mantra you have certain bija mantras which doesn't have any meaning, but those are primordial sound which creates a frequency. Or you have certain divine names or certain appreciations where they have it in Sanskrit, like Lalita Sahasranamam. That also has a frequency. And think number, the switch words, switch angelic numbers are another alternative. Not everyone will connect with every method. Certain things it will work. So you can try this. Whenever you see this number, one is you immediately say the intention, go into meditation, or you can write down whenever you are in need of certain energy, you can write down those things. But okay, I have written it down, nothing happened to me, or somebody might say it worked immediately, because in some remedies, according to the people As a healer, what I do is, according to the people, their mindset, I suggest remedies according. I don't say standard remedy for everyone. Because if I tell you certain spirituality, that might not work out for you. If you are a Bhakti Yoga person, I have to figure out what shloka will work for you. You have to connect intimately with those frequencies, right? Or somebody totally don't believe in this and he has more knowledge of gemologies, then I have to work with crystals with him. So like that, these numbers can be utilized. These angels take care of in certain times. So whenever you want, you can recreate. When you create it, they will start working for you and you will have to connect with it. When you feel connected to angels, for them this will work. But how much will work, how much will not work would be the question. Will everyone work? Say if I say I want to manifest financial prosperity, will it work for? No. It is according to your karma. Whatever blessings you have received, within that limit only it will work. If I am blessed to be with certain quantity of good energy, maybe that is down the line, it is like my fixed deposit, it is there in my account. When I say this, it's like prematuring and coming in my hand. That's all. If it is nothing, if it is empty, then miracles only can happen. Then you'll have to look at other avenues of doing it. This might not help you. So that's why many times when people say it works for someone, it doesn't work. It all depends on what you have. I might have come with a SUV in this. SUV is like my body and I am the driverless soul. Another person next to me might have come with a bus, that is his body and he is a driver. So vehicle is different. So with my vehicle, that is the speed I can travel. I can't go beyond than that. But whereas that person can go and I can carry more people, that is his baggage. My baggage is only carrying 7 people in my life. For the bus driver, he has to carry 60-70 people. He can't go in 120, but I can go in 120 kilometers per hour. So each one has certain facility, and when you use these numbers, it is like a turbo booster for me. It's like suddenly I get another 20 liters of diesel in my vehicle, or I get a turbo charger so I can shoot fast, or that guy gets more capacity to carry more people. So when you say this according to your karma only the time get preponed. That is how this angel number works. I hope this gives you clarity about this number, because almost like 2 years in WhatsApp, and many times people ask me, why don't you talk about the angel number, why don't you make a post about it? It is kind of, once I start telling it, people will, then I know what will happen. Usually they'll ping me in offline, oh I saw 777 today morning, yesterday evening I went in a car, I saw this number, what is the meaning? I'll end up, because numbers are infinite, I'm very scared to open that door part, but I just want to enable you, tell you this is what happens. And every number has a meaning, you can figure it out. That's not, you can go deeper and ask, slowly it will come in your dream. A lot of information is available, you can read it. But whenever you need it, you can definitely work, it definitely works. That is the point here. So do try this out and let me know what kind of angel number you have noticed it, and what kind of numbers you have written it and you have seen manifestation, or excuse me, or you tell me like you tried certain things for certain need and it did not work. Then it will be easy for me to work with you what went wrong, or maybe the number is wrong, or you did it in a wrong way, or it was a bad time you did it. Even sometimes all good things, when you are doing it at a bad time, it might not work. So those are multiple combinations. We can't just narrow it down and say this is stupidity, right? Do try it, and we will continue the discussion. It's actually very nice topic. I really love angel numbers, and I personally connect with Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael. So these are like another, or the traditional philosophy, like certain deities, family deities, or a village god, something like that. Okay, do try it, and I'll meet you in another interesting video. Bye.